Ohio State safety Caleb Downs is widely regarded as a top 5 prospect in the 2026 NFL draft. There are some that believe he could go second overall in this draft after Fernando Mendoza, while there are others that will argue that he is just a safety, and you don't draft a safety that high. But here is the thing with Caleb Downs. He is more than just a safety. Downs is considered a positionless defensive chess piece. He is one of those new era unicorn secondary players that the NFL absolutely covets. Now, in this breakdown, I'm going to go over some of the reasons why I believe Caleb Downs is a top 5 player in the 2026 NFL draft class. I will also go over some data that correlates to the actual film, and I'll throw in a few clips to paint a picture of who he is as a player and why I believe he will be a day one instant impact player in the NFL. Now, when I mentioned that he is a defensive chess piece, what I am saying is this: he can play deep safety on one snap, a line in the nickel to cover a slot wide receiver or a tight end on the very next snap. And when you need him to come down near the box and play the run, he has zero issues doing that as needed. His positionless versatility, it allows a defensive coordinator to disguise their coverage, rotate post-snap, while also staying structurally sound. It also reduces the need to substitute, because Caleb Downs, he can absolutely play physical football against bigger personnel groupings as needed. Now, from an analytical standpoint, Downs has posted elite coverage grades over the past 3 seasons at both Alabama and Ohio State. He has also graded elite or near elite as a run defender. And in 2025, he finished top 10 in total run stops. He has also been used as a pass rusher. He is absolutely a true Where's Waldo defender who creates issues for the quarterback pre-snap when they are trying to identify where he is lining up. Now, stylistically speaking, Caleb Downs, he's going to give you that Kyle Hamilton ability, but in a Brian Branch frame, so to speak. And in terms of what Kyle Hamilton is as a player, or even more recently, Nick Emanwari from the Seahawks, these players are exactly what today's NFL demands: a positionless defensive weapon who can erase tight ends, cover a receiver in the slot, and be reliable and physical against the run. Now, at the end of the day, Downs checks every one of these boxes, and that's why he projects as a day one instant impact player at the NFL level. So with all that being said, let's take a look at a few plays from his 2025 season that really encapsulate exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to his positionless value. Now, here's a quick example of Downs playing deep middle safety here. Watch him trigger and break on this football, creating a turnover on the tip drill. He makes it look absolutely easy here. The ball is a little late, obviously, but that's not the point. It's how fast he can get from point A to point B on this particular play. Now, here's where it gets fun when you're watching Caleb Downs on tape. Plays just like this. He comes from across the field from what looks like a 2-high man pre-snap before it flips to 1 high man, and Downs becomes the rat in the hole here. He recognizes what's happening here underneath. He triggers downhill on the middle crosser and separates the receiver from the football. Now, here is another high IQ play by Caleb Downs. He is playing near the box here at the top of the screen. This is going to be a hard play fake here, and the play is going to be designed as a check release with a tight end leak, and Downs is all over this play. Now, here he is once again at the line of scrimmage, basically linebacker depth, and he stuffs the run on this rep. Now, he's going to be physical, fast, and just an absolute demon on this particular rep. This is exactly what you're looking for. The Ravens with Kyle Hamilton, the Seahawks with Nick Emanwari. Obviously, they're bigger, more physical players. You're going to get a more agile version of this with Caleb Downs. Now, that's just a handful of examples. There are many more that I could cover here. Once again, the premise of this analysis is to paint a picture of the kind of positionless chess piece that you're going to get with Caleb Downs. Now, whatever NFL team drafts him will have a day one instant impact player. And in my opinion, you are getting the surest thing in this draft class. So I want to close this out, and I do want to ask you, the viewer, do you believe Caleb Downs is worthy of a top 5 pick in this NFL draft class? Tell us what you think in the comments section. Once again, I want to say thanks for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more NFL draft content right here on Football Scout 365.